Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we took some damage in the last episode. According to Yang, it was like... Actually, I forget. It was like 20,000 C-bills worth? It wasn't a whole lot. But I wanted to use this opportunity... Whoa. You can stop spinning, Spectre. Okay. I wanted to use this opportunity to do some mech refits. Now, I'm reasonably okay with the Spectre. I would love to put some better fire control system for lasers in this, but I don't think we have anything along those lines. No, we really don't. There is the basic sensor here, but that's fine. Like, I think we're pretty good on this. So we're just going to max out the armor on the Spectre and call it good. Now, this does have the XL engine, so that's a thing. But there we go. So, that's fine. Now, the Panther apparently didn't actually take any damage, and I'm reasonably okay with how the Panther is going right now. The major issue is that I don't feel like the SRM is super useful, but we don't really have anything that I want to replace it with. I mean, a mortar would require a ballistic slot, I believe. Or actually, that's a bolt-on. It uses mortar ammo. Okay, it weighs 8 tons. We don't have the tonnage in the specialist slots. So that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I think that the Panther is fine as is. We don't need to do anything at all with that. The Assassin, we're going to do a lot of work with. Now, we lost this arm. That's fine. And keep in mind, with Yang's estimate, he wouldn't have replaced this arm, I believe. So we'll go ahead and repair that as well. So that gives us our machine gun and small laser that we lost, as well as a small jump jet, which we lost from the right torso. I'm going to put the small jump jet back in for sure. Like that. Then, the question becomes, what do we want to equip on this thing? I'd love to put that on that 6-ton mace. That's not an option. In fact, let's check to see if there is a mace or something in here. No, there absolutely is not. Fair enough. Okay. So, what else do we want to put on this thing? An ECM would actually be a pretty good thing to put on the Assassin. Now that I think about it. We can put that on there. We've already got ferrofibrous and endosteel structure on here. So we should probably think about... Let's see, we've currently got... What do we have for free heat sinks? No free heat sinks. Okay, standard heat sinks on here. We don't have any heat sinks. If we don't have the machine gun, there's no point in having the double tons of machine gun ammo. We do have support weapon hardpoints. We have a single missile weapon hardpoint. And a ballistic weapon hardpoint. So, ideal scenario. Ideal scenario, I think, would be a medium pulse laser over here. And this isn't going to work. Okay. This is not going to work. A medium pulse laser, MRM-20 over here, with a ton or two of MRM-20 ammo. Which we don't have any MRM ammo. So this is obviously not going to work, but this would be the ideal scenario, and then maxed out armor. It's not going to work. We're going to ditch the MRM-20 for now. This gives us 1 ton remaining, just about, to work with. However, if we took out most of these jump jets... I want to leave perhaps 2 jump jets on here so that we can't get trapped. But if we do something like this, max out our armor. Now we have 1.5 tons remaining. So we've got the medium pulse laser. We could put on potentially a tag. In fact, a tag would be a really good thing to put on this mech. And then we have half a ton to work with. What do we want to do that's half a ton? We could put on an additional jump jet just to be a little bit more maneuverable. Now, this thing is still primarily... It's not really geared for punching, but it's still mostly intended for, well, technically kicking is what it's mostly intended for. So yeah, I'm thinking that we do put in that extra small jump jet, so we can have just that tiny bit of range, and then we've just got this 0.068 tons remaining. So we'll confirm that. That's going to take 14 days, which is going to hurt a little bit. The Hornet, we're going to get next. Now this guy, all it lost was a heatsink. That's fine. So with the heatsink and all that armor off, we've got 4 tons. We could convert this guy over to double heatsinks if we wanted to save quite a bit of weight. So we ditch these. Like so. Now we've only got 3 tons to work with here. But we could put in those double heat sinks. These are heatsink kits. Here we go. Double heat sinks. We could put in 1, 2... How many free double heat sinks do we get? 6? Oh, this is overkill. This is massive overkill. I don't think we need to do this. I think that's too risky. Okay, so we're going to put these in, and we're going to return these heat sinks as well. Oh, at this point we are... Okay, that's what we need right there. So we're going to remove 3 heat sinks for now, temporarily. Now we have this ballistic hardpoint. We have a missile hardpoint that the Hornet could theoretically use. We have a Streak SRM too. That's 1.5 tons. We do need to max this armor. We could put on ferrofibrous armor if we wanted to save a little weight. I think the SRM2 Streak is not useful right now. I would rather that we just have all of this armor and then 1.6 tons. We could put additional jump jets on. It's an option, but perhaps not the best option. We could simply put on a Bloodhound probe. That does put us overweight by a little bit. And have this essentially function as our scout mech sort of thing. We could drop some weight over here, but I would really rather not drop armor on this thing. It's really squishy as is. Maybe just a Beagle probe rather than a Bloodhound probe. Yeah, that saves half a ton. So that gives us 0.122 tons left to work with. What if we drop the ferrofibrous? 31 and 32 HP on the legs. I kind of hate it. What are we at for our heat sinks here? Yeah, that's a free heat sink. Okay. We could move that over here. Move the machine gun to the head, I guess. I would really like to have a little bit more armor in these legs. We could take out one of the jump jets. Or we could ditch the Beagle probe and put in 2 extra jump jets and max out that armor, or come close to it. I like this better. Okay, we'll confirm that. That'll take 7 days. Okay, so we need to manage these tasks. I want the Assassin as the top priority, and then the Centurion, and then the Hornet. I just wanted in descending order of speed. This is going to take us a while. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to have this structural repair done in 13 days. So let's go ahead and... I was going to say tick forward, but I actually want to check the barracks first, see if we can do any training here. That one was wounded, so it's not going to be a thing. Okay. Sounds good. Let's hop over to the store now. Or actually, into the mech bay is what I want to do. Because I want to clean out some of our storage here. Helicopters. I'm not interested in helicopters. Get out of here. That's a fair amount of cash. You are a light tank. What is the actual tonnage of a striker? 35 tons with 4 missile hardpoints? It's also primitive, so I think we'll get rid of it. The Strider we'll keep around for now. The Oscout we'll keep around for now. The Raptor parts. The Mobile HQ, we have absolutely no need for that. Get out of here. Heavy-wheeled APC. Get out of here. Heavy-wheeled APC? Get out of here. These are machine gun. Pegasus, you're also primitive. Get out of here. J. Edgar. I'm not particularly interested in a J. Edgar. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not interested in having any tanks. Tanks in our fire support might very well be a good thing to have, but right now, I'm far more interested in the cash than these light tanks. Heavy tanks, on the other hand, those might be a good thing to have. Okay, so that made us a fair amount of cash. We'll go ahead and tick forward here until the financial report, which is now. And there goes that cash that we just made.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Excellent. We'll accept that. Our morale came up. I like that. I'm pretty happy that our morale came up. And now we've got some time before some of these mechs finish up. Maybe we should actually prioritize the assassin at the end. Let's do it. I want the Centurion to finish up. Oh boy. Our techs are striking. We're going to discipline them. -3 tech point penalty, Sketchy gains high spirits. That kind of sucks right now. Bad timing for that one. Well, the Centurion will finish up. And there's the Spectre. And the structural repair. Okay. We're not going to tick forward anymore. We're going to hop over here. And we need to grab structural reinforcement, I believe, to get the third mech bay. Yes, we do. So we're going to grab that.
I'll get the crew moving.
Excellent. Okay. Now we're ready to deploy, and I'm going to do that, but I want to do something that will hopefully be pretty quick, because we're pretty far into this episode already. This one is really not great in the pay department, but the salvage looks okay. Let's give this a go. We're going to need to bring the Centurion, and if you recall, we put on the dual ER medium lasers and the MRM onto this thing. So that should be fine. And these mech warriors should be fine too. The mech warriors are pretty much interchangeable right now. So let's just go ahead and deploy this, and fingers crossed we get this done quick and easy. That's the idea here. I really want to get this Hornet replaced. Maybe we'll get some good salvage out of this, though. We can have up to 4 priority salvage, so we'll see what we're up against. I didn't even look at who the OPFOR was. I guess we're going to find out. Hopefully, anyway. Loading screen taking a long time to load tends to mean that we're up against a lot of enemies. So there's that. There we go. We need to disrupt the Comstar reconnaissance mission. Comstar, okay. For weeks now, Comstar forces have been scouting territory near Lyran-controlled land. Previous surveys of this land show nothing of interest, yet there they are. Whatever it is that they found, we don't want them to have it. Go in there and destroy them. Commander, this could be a wild goose chase. Of course, if there's nothing to find, they haven't wasted the time of their own mechs. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I would like to deploy up in this forest just ahead of us if we can. Perfect.
This place reminds me of my first wife. My God, what a hole.
Okay, so we do not have any reinforcements.
Yes,
The Comstar forces are up over here. We're going to move the Panther up to here.
On my way.
We're going to scout a bit with the Spectre. I want to make sure that the Panther is remaining within the ECM, which it is there. Of course, the enemies being in the ECM is what matters.
Moving to position.
Okay.
Roger that, Commander.
They have not moved yet, but they have no evasion. We see a Scimitar, and a Scorpion, but the Scorpion has no ammo for its SRMs. Neither does this Scimitar. Only this one does. So this one is the current target.
What do you need?
We're going to move forward here.
I'll do what I
We
can.
do see an additional Pack Rat and a J. Edgar. Okay. Now, Rear Arc here has 65 HP. Rear Arc here has 100. Okay, that's quite a lot. Just trying to decide if it was worth firing on any of these Rear Arcs. Oh, we do see a Lightning Attack Hovercraft over here as well. I still think the Scimitar is the one that we go for. One hit. Okay, 25 damage.
Awaiting orders.
The Panther is going to move up.
Copy that.
61.8.
Got the angle. Taking the shot.
Okay.
Confirmed.
The Centurion is going to sprint forward up to here. And I would love to hit the rear arc of this Scimitar with the Centurion. We could easily kill this. But we didn't. We did a lot of damage, though.
Standing by.
Okay, the Spectre's just going to move up to right here and see about finishing off this Scimitar.
Confirmed.
That was really, really spread, that fire. Okay, SRM's firing in.
Damage is minor, Commander.
We are outnumbered currently. They have 6 units. That's not unusual for Comstar. They missed their SRM there. Great. J. Edgar moves up. Does nothing. Perfect. That was close, but it missed. I like it. And finally, the Scimitar that we targeted will move. Ooh! That AC5 hit.
My armor is getting ripped off.
Removed all of the armor on this leg. Okay. Very rude.
Aye, aye.
Okay, we're going to move up with the Panther here.
Moving to position.
I would love to finish off this Scimitar, but that's not really a great option. This Pack Rat might be doable, though.
Giving him everything I've got.
Okay, its armor is exposed, or rather, that was not a structure exposure. Okay, we hit it rear arc, though.
Ready for orders.
Now, I'm absolutely jumping the Spectre here for that additional evasive pip. This leg is on the right side, so we actually want to be facing somewhere like this, which is awkward,
I copy.
but I guess we'll see. We could theoretically kill this Scimitar here, but not with missing the large laser like that. That was bad luck. We had good hit odds, too.
Yup.
The Centurion is going to move in.
I'm
I want it to finish this Pack Rat, if at all possible. This is an overheat alert. I'm not surprised that we're having a difficult time with overheats here.
Copy that.
Okay.
One more for the trashy.
We're now going to move in with the Hornet here. And I would like to sprint the Hornet up this direction to fire on this Scimitar.
Eat this.
Oh, okay. I mean, we didn't have the best hit odds, so that's fine. They're firing on the Spectre. I'm not surprised by this, but this is why we jumped. They missed all the pulse lasers. So that's a good sign. And they were outside of the ECM, too. Okay, 10 damage to the Spectre, but it was not in the leg, so that's fine.
Minimal damage on that hit.
0 damage to the Spectre. J. Edgar moves up, does not attack. Okay, that AC5 was what I was concerned about. So we seem to be okay.
Orders.
Now, the Spectre is going to jump over to here and face like that. And try to light up this scimitar again.
Firing all weapons.
Okay, that was decent damage. It was never going to kill, but that's fine. The Hornet is going to move up to here. Question is, do we go for the Scimitar or for the Scorpion Rear Arc? Or for the Lightning or for the J. Edgar? I think we go for the Side Arc on the Scimitar. No, the Scorpion Rear Arc has such better hit odds.
Confirmed.
That was some terrible shooting. Okay. Wonderful.
Standing by.
We're going to move up with the Panther.
Move order confirmed.
Okay. Maybe we go for the Scorpion here. The J. Edgar. Actually, we go for the Scimitar. Okay.
What are your orders?
Now the Centurion is going to close in over here.
Affirmative, Commander.
We need to sink heat this turn. So, we are going to simply fire the MRM. Nice. AC5 ammo explosion.
Frag the vehicle.
That's a third of the enemies dead. We've evened up the odds now. The question is, what do they do about it? They fire at the Spectre again and miss everything again. At least with the pulse lasers. Then they move back. SRM2 misses. That's a whole lot of nothing so far. Okay. That actually hit, but it didn't pierce the armor because we're in cover. We did just lose our evasive, but they only have one move left. And they didn't fire.
Commander.
I like it. So I think we're going to move up over here.
Confirmed.
Ditch our evasive pips, like so. And the only thing that we can fire on is the rear arc of this lightning attack hovercraft. Now we have a pretty decent chance of killing it if we hit just here. Right? We have exactly the damage needed to kill it.
I copy.
But we missed one of the lasers. Sad. And actually we hit one of the sides, I think, too.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, well we're going to move in with the Panther here.
We'll go.
And I do want to finish off... I feel like the Lightning and the J. Edgar aren't as threatening as the Scorpion and the Scimitar. There's an overheat here, so we're going to have to avoid firing the SRM4. And next turn, we're going to have to not fire the ER large. But that's a kill. Very nice.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Half done.
Over the ramp.
Ready to rock.
We're going to close in with the Centurion here.
I got you.
And I would love to fire on that Scimitar. But I don't think that's our obvious choice here. I think the J. Edgar is the obvious choice. Yeah, that worked.
Yep.
We're going to come in with the Hornet and hit from the same flank.
Understood.
This is also an overheat. Gotta love being in the desert.
Here we go.
But that's a kill. There's only 2 of them left.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. I'm generating a lot of heat.
Let's see what they do here. Bold. Okay. They missed the pulse lasers on the Spectre yet again. 3 times in a row. Now that AC5. That's the only thing that can possibly hurt us. Okay, it hit the Hornet, but the Hornet actually had its armor hold there. Which is vaguely surprising.
Let's go. Let's go.
Where did it hit? Even in the leg. And that is why we maxed the armor in that leg. Right there.
I'm here.
Okay, we're going to close in with the Spectre. And the Spectre is going to hit the Scimitar in this flank. It's possible that we kill it, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. We missed literally everything. Okay.
Failed to connect.
You don't say.
I'm here.
The Hornet is capable of moving up over here. This is an overheat alert. But we would just not fire this one ER medium, I think. And otherwise kick.
Confirmed.
That's a miss with a 10% chance. Gotta love it. Did we do any damage there? I don't think we did.
Skipper.
That's okay. The Centurion has to charge. Okay. We also have no evasive pips on the Hornet. That is something I did not consider. So it'd be frontal arc on the Scimitar. I mean, if we hit over here, we could easily kill. It's a structure exposure, but we didn't get the kill. The Panther could theoretically finish it, but we have to only fire the SRM here. And we hit nothing. The Hornet is going to take a beating here. That wasn't too bad. What is the AC-5 I'm concerned about from this guy?
Reporting light damage.
They're going to ace pilot. Yep. Interesting positioning. Really, on the Spectre? Okay. I'm not going to complain about that. Once again with the interesting positioning.
Standing by.
We can get over here
Acknowledged.
and rear arc fire on this guy or side arc on this guy. And this is weak side. We take this. We did not hit where it was exposed at all. Sad.
Aye, aye.
We could potentially get the Hornet over there as well.
Engaging jump jet.
Yeah, there's a slight chance.
Attacking from position.
Nope. Okay.
My heat sinks can't take much more of this.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Roger that.
Okay, I think we are going to see about finishing off the Scimitar from this side with the ER large.
Firing all weapons.
That's a kill. Wonderful.
Move her down.
And now the Centurion is completely free to melee attack this guy from this rear arc angle. We're going to not fire our ER medium, but we're absolutely firing our MRM. We could use our physical weapon. I forgot about that. That would do 22 damage versus 75. No thanks.
Acknowledged.
Really? 9% chance to miss? Okay. If we had hit with that physical attack, it would have died, for sure. I mean, it is going to die. Really? On the Hornet, of all things? Sure, you did 10 damage. Congrats. You could have done so much more. The AI makes some really questionable decisions. And positioning there, of all places.
Orders.
Like, the Spectre is just going to walk behind you, kick, and large laser right into your back. It's not an issue. Sure, we're missing these physical attacks, but they're extra rolls.
Negative damage.
It's just a bonus. Let's get out of here.
Vehicle.
Do wonder what they were looking for, indeed. Probably not us. So I don't think we actually took any internal damage. It was exposed, but I don't think we took any internal damage. So it should be really cheap and easy to repair. Less than this 57k for sure. Heatsink upkeep and coolant costs. And ammo costs. Okay. Now, we're going to roulette all of these parts. I don't think we're interested in a single one of these vehicles. AC-5s we might be interested in. Medium pulses, I think we're definitely interested in. Unless there's better things, which there may very well be. SRM-2 Streak. Generic armor. Engine Core 210? We'll happily take that. I think we'll roulette the rest of these engine cores. They're not worth very much. Ferrofibrous armor, we have 2 of those. I'm okay with rouletting that. SLDF sensors. Anything else good? Nothing amazing. Okay, we'll roulette. We got some SRM2s. I think we're going to sell both of those. We already had 2. Engine Core 120, we have one. We'll sell it. Engine Core 210, we have one. We'll sell it. We did get that Ferrofibrous, which we're going to keep. That Heatsink, we're going to keep. Basic sensor we'll get rid of. SLDF we're obviously going to keep. These standard fusion engines we will get rid of for now, and the SRM LK ammo, we'll keep that. Okay, overall that was pretty good. I think we're going to have maybe 30,000 in costs for repair, is my guess. We took a lot of armor damage. That said, it was only in very specific places, so maybe more like 15 to 20k, now that I think about it. Let's see. Okay, 7k. Happily taking that. I do want the assassin to be the work priority right now. Okay. We're going to tick forward a couple of days here. There's the Spectre done, Centurion done, Hornet done. Okay. No point in ticking forward anymore right now. However, it is also time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to deploy again. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.